If your life was like a glass jar, what would you fill it with first? Today's lesson might just change your life. As Professor entered the classroom, he looked at his students and said, "Today, I'm going to teach you one of the most important lessons of life." He brought with him a large glass jar. He placed it on the table, opened his bag, and started filling the jar with ping pong balls one after another until no more could fit. He asked, "Is the jar full now?" "Yes, sir," the students replied in unison. Then, he took small pebbles out of his bag and started pouring them into the jar, shaking it gently. The pebbles settled into the small spaces between the balls. "Is the jar full now?" he asked again. "Yes," the students said, though a little uncertainly. Now, the professor took out a bag of sand and slowly poured it into the jar. The sand filled in all the remaining gaps. Seeing this, the students laughed at their earlier responses. "Now is the jar full?" he asked once more. "Yes, sir." "Definitely," they replied. Then the professor smiled, took out 2 juice boxes, and poured the juice into the jar. The juice was absorbed into the spaces between the grains of sand. Now the professor spoke seriously. "This jar represents your life. The ping pong balls are the most important things: your values, health, family, children, education, faith, and career. The pebbles are your other needs and desires: car, house, phone, money, and luxury. The sand is the small, trivial matters: arguments, gossip, distractions, and time wasting. If you fill the jar first with sand, there's no room for pebbles or ping pong balls. The same applies to life. If you waste your time and energy on unimportant things, you'll have no space left for the things that truly matter. Live your life by focusing on what's truly essential." The students listened attentively. Suddenly, one student asked, "Sir, but what about the juice boxes?" The professor smiled and said, "I was waiting for someone to ask. The juice represents the sweetness of relationships, your time with loved ones and friends. No matter how full or busy life gets, there's always room for a little sweetness.